Hey guys, David here and welcome to the Fit Pro Daily. This week is all about how to get started in the fitness industry. Yesterday we started off with Karl coming on from the PT Mentor UK, and he shared with us how to find the right qualification, how to get qualified, the insurance, the documents, and how to start generating your first couple of clients. So if you want to check that interview out, go back to yesterday's episode to check that out. Today though, I'm going to cover 5 basic things you need to do to get ready to start generating your first leads and start making those sales. Okay, the first thing we need to do is consider the type of training that we want to do. Do you want to be doing personal training? Do you want to be doing bootcamp sessions? Do you want to be doing ladies only sessions? First of all, decide on the type of training that you want to do. Once you know what type of training styles you want to do, it's going to make your business philosophy and your business setup much easier moving forward. If you're new though, and you've never done any before, then consider doing personal training and consider doing bootcamp first to try and get an idea if you prefer doing group sessions or live group sessions, or you prefer to just do one-to-one individual sessions. Okay, step 2. Now we've decided the type of training that we want to do, whether that be personal training or boot camps or a mixture of whatever you want. You then need to decide on the type of audience or target market that you want to work with. Again, if you're brand new to the industry and you're not particularly sure who you want to work with, then open it up, work with everybody, but start finding your feet, start finding the people that you enjoy working with, start finding the people that you can relate to. Because after all, when it comes to sales, which we'll talk about in a minute, you need to be able to relate to your audience, to be able to sell them a story or sell them a transformation or the result that they want. So step 1, decide on the training styles that you want to do, and step 2, now try and find that target audience that you enjoy working with or the ones that you know you can get the best results with. Okay, let's move into step 3. Now we have the type of training, your target audience. Now we need to create that offer or the opportunity for people to come and work with you. So we need to be telling the world all about your service, whether it is, like we say, one-to-one or boot camp, whether it is ladies only or over 30s or dads or mums. You know that target audience that you want to work with, and we need to be telling the world about it. And there's loads of ways we can be doing it. We can be posting it all over social media. We can be going into businesses and shops and tell them about it. You can be asking friends or clients for referrals. We can go into paid advertising or just social media in general and telling the world all about the programs you have to offer. Not only that though, is you need to be able to build KLT, know, like and trust. You need to be sharing with the world that you know what you're talking about, that they can trust you, and that they can also like you. So then when you do make that offer, the opportunity for them to come and work with you, KLT has been built and the offer is easy enough for them to feel comfortable to reach out and want to work with you. Okay, step 4. Now we have the program sorted, we have the offer sorted, it's now time to take payment to get the client sorted and ready to go. Now there's a number of ways we can take payment, cash being the most basic and simple form. But cash isn't always the best way to do it, okay? We want to see, if possible, we can get them signed up in a way where we can then set up a direct debit or recurring payment on their card in some sort of form. So we could use something like PayPal. PayPal's great, it's instant, everybody knows it, so everybody trusts it, and it's just a simple way of taking payments. Downside being, you have to pay a PayPal a slightly bigger fee than most other ways. There's loads of other ways as well, like iZettle, you've got Square, there's a number of other payment processes, but the one that's quite popular right now is Stripe and Go Cardless. Stripe is a long card details where you can take a one-time payment and you can set them up on a subscription or a monthly payment rolling basis, or Go Cardless, which is set up in a direct debit format where they would put their account number and sort code, and the payments will start coming out as a direct debit on their account. But we need to have this payment processor sorted as soon as possible, so when people do want to join your program, it's easy enough for them to pay and to get started and start working with you. Okay, step 5. The 5th and final one is we now need to keep the clients, okay? So we've got the onboarding to how we support them, how we motivate them, and how we hold them accountable. So you have the program. Maybe you've decided you're going to do personal training sessions and you're going to do 1 session a week. You've got them on the program, which is the first 3 months. You've taken the payment and they're ready to go. But now how do we convince them in that initial 3 months that this is a good thing for them to do long term? What additional stuff are you going to give them during that first 3 months to make sure that they're getting exactly what they paid for? How are you going to be able to hold them accountable, support them and motivate them during this 3 months to make sure that they get the best possible results from you, so they could then potentially send you referrals? So we need to be thinking outside of the box of all the additional support and accountability that you can offer them to not only keep them for the long term, but also make sure they get results and they want to refer you to their friends and family. Then once you've done that initial onboarding process, or that front end offer, which we tend to call it, how can you make sure that they stay month on month and year on year, if possible, to try and keep these clients for as long as possible, so you don't need to go out and find new clients? Okay, and they are the 5 kind of basic steps, I would say, if you're brand new to the fitness industry, you would need to be able to get up and running right away. Knowing the type of program you want to work with, knowing the type of client you want to work with, creating that offer, making the payment process or taking payment as simple as possible, and then the onboarding and supporting and holding the clients accountable is key. Okay, if we can get these 5 things sorted or up and running as soon as possible, then there's no reason why you can't kick off your personal training career or bootcamp career or whatever your aim is for the fitness industry, to really get a good head start of it. If you want to know more or want to check out some of the other videos we have, then check out some of these videos just here. Or don't forget, you can always subscribe by clicking that big red button below. That way you'll never miss any future episodes we have on the channel. I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Cheers.